Were you looking for a new neo-western to watch after Yellowstone wrapped up? Look no further. Sheridan Verse just introduced us to yet another western. Well, it's not entirely new, but it's one that's beloved by Yellowstone fans all over the globe. Truth be told, the spin-off prequel 1923 also has an individual fan base, distinct from the parent series. That's how good it is. Originally intended as a standalone series, Taylor Sheridan has blessed fans with Season 2 of the Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren-led show. Season 2 is here, and we have to talk about what's in store for the Dutton family this time around. Everything you need to know about 1923's second season. First in the line of a long list of Yellowstone spin-offs, we had 1883. And in case you haven't caught on yet, yes, the titles correspond to years. In this case, 1883 and 1923 corresponded to different eras of the Dutton family. For 1923, Sheridan focused on Jacob and Kara's journey through the Prohibition era, the Great Depression, and several natural calamities that impacted Montana. The series, like its predecessor, was meant to be a standalone of one season with 8 episodes. Sheridan himself admitted that he had no plans of extending the spin-offs beyond a single season. Why? According to the series creator, he wanted fans to get an in-depth understanding of the Dutton family without taking too much away from the family they should have been focusing on, John Dutton III's to be specific. That changed after the success of Tim McGraw and Faith Hill's 1883. Paramount had always been a fan of Sheridan's work, and, of course, the money that it brought in, and wanted more. This led to several discussions of there being a second season for 1883. But Sheridan didn't budge. So when the first season of 1923 wrapped up in December 2022, fans were almost certain that Sheridan wouldn't be reviving the series for a second season. Everyone was surprised when in February 2023, Paramount announced a second season was coming. The wait is finally over, and the Ford-Mirren duo is back on our screens. First things first. Yes, the second season was delayed by quite a bit. For one, the SAG strike pushed back production in virtually all of Hollywood. Paramount was no different. Then, of course, Sheridan had his hands full with the writing and producing the final season of the parent series, Yellowstone. He needed more time to focus on a new project, and this just meant that 1923's second season kept getting pushed back more and more. Filming finally began sometime in 2024 in Texas. That's right. The final season of Yellowstone, the second season of 1923, was also filmed in Texas, with only some scenes being shot in its original Montana location. Speaking of which, you can watch the new season exclusively on Paramount+. New episodes drop every Sunday at 12 a.m. Eastern Time or 9 p.m. Pacific Time. If you don't currently have Paramount+ and want to get it to stream the new season, the Essential Plan will run you $8 per month or $60 per year. You can also opt for the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan, which costs $13 per month or $120 per year. Here's what you can expect from the final season. Yes, you heard that right. Season 2 will be the final season of the show. While fans were hopeful that Paramount could convince Sheridan into writing a couple of more seasons for 1923, maybe making it a full-fledged universe of its own, the series creator announced that wouldn't be happening. He claimed that Season 2 wasn't meant to happen either, but Yellowstone had just wrapped up, and the Madisons still had a far way to go. This was the best bet Paramount had at retaining the Yellowstone fanbase, lest they go looking for another neo-western elsewhere. We're looking at you, Netflix. Fans eagerly tuning into the new season of 1923 are in for a ride. It's the continuation of the Dutton family saga, filled with intense drama, challenges, and deep emotional journeys. The season premiered on February 23, 2025, exclusively on Paramount+, with episodes releasing every week. Last season dealt with the early stages of the financial pressures on the Dutton family, and this season picks up on it. Jacob and Kara Dutton face threats from the powerful landowner Donald Whitfield, played by Timothy Dalton. It's clear that Whitfield's plan is to seize the Dutton Ranch. But the Duttons aren't one to back down without a fight. Besides threats from outside the family, the Duttons have internal conflicts to resolve too. Spencer is on a journey back to Montana. Separated from his wife Alexandra due to unforeseen circumstances, he's determined to reunite with his family and defend their legacy. And he's willing to crush anyone who stands in his way. Even makes a new friend. And then, of course, like every show in Sheridan Verse, Season 2 of 1923 doesn't shy away from exploring sensitive issues either. This includes the harsh realities of that era. For example, Tiona Rainwater's escape from boarding school and her journey through the Oklahoma Territory highlight the need for resilience and survival when you have no one else to depend on. The new season of 1923 delivers intense drama, tough challenges, and the strong spirit of the Dutton family. With powerful performances, gripping storylines, and stunning visuals, fans are in for an unforgettable watch. The breathtaking Montana and Texas scenery adds to the storytelling, showing both its beauty and the struggles of surviving in a harsh winter. Every episode brings a mix of personal battles and outside threats, keeping viewers hooked. If you're ready to dive into the action, 1923 Season 2 is now streaming on Paramount Plus, with a 7-day free trial available for new subscribers. Could 1923 be a better watch than Yellowstone? The first episode of Season 2 was bone-chilling, to say the least. With Spencer now on a boat, forging his way into the great unknown, we see him come across several characters, some of whom are preying on the weak. Sheridan's not the sort to shy away from a sensitive topic, and maybe that's what's gained him so much recognition from fans. Despite the gravity of the topic, Sheridan finds a way to execute it to perfection. Yes, fans are left with a chill running down their spine, but that's the Sheridan Verse experience. 1883 was a hit, but fans have argued that it was a hit because of Yellowstone. Of course, the spin-offs are all part of the larger franchise that stems from the parent series. When Sheridan introduced the idea of a spin-off, fans were eager to know more about the Dutton family from the present day. How did they come to own the largest ranch in the United States? Have things always been this turbulent? Who does John III take after? Has the Dutton family ever experienced happier times? However, 1923 is a success despite Yellowstone. Yes, the premise of the show, much like its predecessor 1883, follows the Dutton family that we see in the modern day on Yellowstone, but there's something different this time around. For one, fans aren't tuning in to know more about John, Beth, Casey, and the family. They're actually watching to get a glimpse into Kara and Jacob's story, independent of the modern day. What really sells the prequel is the fact that it's based during a time when ranch owners in the United States were strapped. With Prohibition going on and the Great Depression right around the corner, families all across the United States were looking for better options elsewhere, including the Duttons. This historical setting provides depth and authenticity to the narrative, allowing viewers a glimpse into the socio-economic challenges of that era. In contrast, Yellowstone addresses contemporary issues. Fans have also argued that the parent series lacks the historical context that the Dutton family is owed. Another reason why fans might favor 1923 ever so slightly more than Yellowstone is how the parent series ended. To keep a long story short, it was messy. With Kevin Costner's surprise exit from the show, Sheridan jumping through hoops to make the storyline make sense again, and living up to the expectations of fans all over the world. Yeah, Yellowstone might not have delivered the epic finale that it had promised. Critically, 1923 is a smash hit. It holds a 90% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Distinguished by the ineffable star power of Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, 1923 is another solid, if unrelentingly grim addition to Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone universe. And that's all for this video. What do you think of the second season so far? Make sure to let us know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.